Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Anissa Rodriguez. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my world. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy my YouTube channel, my YouTube videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. We gonna be coming with them bangers, them different type of videos. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support.
See you in the next video.
Hello. Welcome back to another video. And if you've never been here, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anissa Rodriguez. And if you don't know, now you know your girl AR. So, good morning, y'all. Well, good afternoon. It's a afternoon. Today is July 29th. And this is really my second time doing this video because um they decided they wanted to like mow their grass and stuff while I'm doing a video. So I had to stop it, wait a little minute because the enemy be trying to work his way in and get me distracted and just not want to do things. So I rebuke in the name of Jesus. But so I really just really feel so called and so pulled to make videos and to open my mouth and use my voice. And so I have been doing that slowly. I just do two videos, but I'm patting myself on the back because I did those two videos and I'm here right now doing another video. So if you've never been here before, this is my YouTube. This is basically my diary, where not only am I sharing my experience, my testimony, um, my healing. I'm on a healing journey. We're all on a healing journey. Well, I hope we're all on a healing journey. I'm on a healing journey that I have been for a very long time. But I'm just now really opening up about my testimony, my experiences, life. I also want to educate you guys on these things of overcoming. So there's a bird pecking. There's a bird pecking out there. And I'm telling you, the distractions, how all the distractions will happen. Right now, my dad is calling me. Um, he's calling me right now. Then I got this bird just pecking. And I was just telling my sister earlier, when you walk in purpose, when you walk in your gifts, when you go after the things that you desire, whether it's money, making something happen, starting a business, becoming a better person, healing, going deeper, all the attacks on you will happen daily, consistently. And this is why you have to push through and you have to have the mindset. And this is why I feel it's so important that I start speaking my truth, speaking my testimony, because speaking that also educates. You learn from experience, you learn from going through things and doing the things. So my life has tremendously changed between the 5 years, and it's so crazy because today is July 29th, 2023. I was going to make a video yesterday, which was July 28th. Um, July 28th is my brother's birthday, but it is also Ivan's anniversary where he passed away. And for those that don't know me and don't really know much about my story, because this is why I'm here now speaking, making these videos, and this person decided to all of a sudden again start mowing the lawn after he stopped for like 15 minutes, but we're going to keep it going. So it's my brother's birthday, but it's also Ivan's anniversary. And Ivan is my ex-boyfriend. He as my baby, as my that was a big impact on my life, a person that had a big impact on my life, love. And I was gonna make a video yesterday because yesterday I realized how much I've grown, how much in the past 5 years I have grown and I have changed. And this is where to speak to myself, where I think where we're conditioned and programmed to think small, to think in the box, and I'm over here just comparing myself to the past 3 years when I've been on this journey more than 3 years, and I realize that more right now when that journal that I had spoke about in the last video, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna tell y'all what's in the journal, like what I really put in from page to page and things like that. I wasn't gonna put y'all all the way in my business. But how I feel right now, like today, and after having the conversation that I had this morning with my sister Reese, from that day to this day, it's more clarity, it's more confidence and stuff that is being brought into the videos, and you could see it from the difference, because from that video to this video, and I know it's like, okay, and it was only like 2 days, and that's the thing, where you consistently walk in your purpose and gifts, clarity will come, everything will come, everything will be provided to you, everything will be there. It's just you consistently got to do it, and you got to show up as that person. So in these past few days, God just been showing me more and more and more a lot of things within myself, and to stop thinking so small. Stop boxing your success into this little box that, like, you haven't done a lot. You've done a lot. You've done a lot, and it's not just these past 3 years. It's the 5 years and more that you've been putting it in. Um into yourself, into your journey, into becoming better, into making things happen. And also reading this journal, because I started reading a few pages before I got on started making this video, that I realized that is just like, I realized how much I battled with getting close, not getting close to God, because I seeking God, yeah, like getting close to God and seeking God, and how much of it was a battle. And reading that, I was getting chills out throughout my body, because I was seeing that how much I boxed myself in my success and my journey, and how long I been literally like yearning for him, and seeking him and stuff. Like, I just don't give myself enough credit, and that is our problem. We don't give ourselves enough credit for the small things that we do daily, because those small things that we do daily equal big results. You don't get big results by doing big jumps and big leaps every single day. Those small steps are just important and just as vital as the big ones. So I wanted, like I said, I just wanted to get on here and to talk, because this journal too, it was speaking about the time with Ivan, and that's when Ivan like passed away. And I myself was just seeing. So I told y'all weren't gonna be in my business, but y'all in my business already. So it's cool. This is the first page, right? And I'm not gonna like read it like you know what I'm saying, but it says January 6th of 2018. And I'm like, today's the first Saturday of the new year, and I wanted a journal to help me with my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, help my way of thinking. My mind is always on 1,000, always thinking about so many things. I don't think I ever give my mind a break. I'm hoping this journal will help me get all my thoughts and emotions together. I truly pray this year is the year of change, the year of growth, and the year of happiness. Lord knows how much I need all of those things. These past few years have been hard. Being an adult is hard. Being a parent is hard. You never really understand the type of person you were until it's time to grow up. All the hurt and pain you had inside you, or the simple life you thought you were living before. Life itself has always been hard, but when you were a kid you didn't pay attention to the bad and to the hard so much. And the me today is like, I feel so sad for her because going to the next page, I have this book. It's called The Purpose Driven, I believe. And it's talking about your purpose and what you were called to do and why God made you, and all that, finding your purpose, right? um I had got gifted that book years ago in like 2016 or 17 by my sister-in-law Genesis. And I love that book, and I have journal entries from that book because that's what it is. It gives you questions and you ask. And I'm gonna do that book on here with Reese, but in the Soul Sister series. Sorry, in the Soul Sister series, because we both have the book. Oh my God, it's getting on my shirt. We both have the book, and we both wanna do it together. So I'm gonna save me going back and forth on the questions because I have multiple times went back and did it because it was a battle. And now the woman I am today, to see where I am today, it was a programming, it was the beliefs, it was the battles that was fighting inside. And that's the reason why I showed up the way that I showed up, because there was so much pain and hurt and anger and struggle and toxic and all that around me, that I showed up as that. And like I said before, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you're feeling all these negative emotions and you're not doing anything to do anything about it, that's what's going to show up. And it also is the programming. It's the programming that you just are dealt not dealt with. Yeah, you've been dealt with, been given, not because you asked for it, but because that's just the way of life. That's how it goes. You've been programmed since the moment you came out of your mother's womb, and you're programmed to their beliefs, to their characteristics, to the ways of life, to their pain, to their hurt. You're programmed to all of those things. And 9 times out of 10, we had a lot of parents that just were not, you know, they were living to survive. They weren't living to thrive. They weren't focused on healing and doing the things that they needed to. They were working and focused on paying the bills and putting food on the table for the kids. So when I'm reading these these journal entries, I'm seeing how much I was battling back and forth on getting closer to God, but being in my own feelings and flesh, basically being in my own flesh, my feelings, my thoughts, and my ways. And I was battling because I was so tired of the world that I was living in, the way that I was feeling. Like I said in the last video, I was like, this cannot be life. This is not how life is supposed to be. This is not how life is supposed to feel. I felt that deep down inside, and I felt that there was just something missing. And that's what it was, the connection and relationship with God, and walking really consciously, wholeheartedly with Him. But for this, all this time, this is me searching and seeking and yearning for Him and finding ways to find Him, His presence, and get into His presence. And but my mind was so clouded with the negative, with the doubt, with the fear. The enemy literally had me in a chokehold. And so, and enemy is, a lot of people will be like, what do you mean enemy? The devil and this and this and that. That's the negative. That's the negative. That's the enemy. The negative is the enemy. And the enemy will come and constantly make you feel like low about yourself, because that's what it does. It keeps you in a box. It will keep you safe. It will keep you comfortable. It will keep you stagnant, because that's what our mind is made to do. It's just to protect us and to keep us safe. That's why when you go do something out of your norm, you start feeling just fear and everything all through your body, because it's out of the norm. And your mind is like, hold up, what you're doing. This is not a part of our programming. This is not a part of what, this is not, this is not in here. What you doing right now? This is not a part of this. So the enemy will keep you in a box, keep you safe and stagnant and comfortable, because that's what it was practically made to do. But our mind is so powerful. It is so powerful that you could literally change your life. Like, we have his power, we have God's power, him we have him inside of us. He made us in his image, so we have his powers to overcome the negative, to overcome the enemy, to overcome these things. So in these journal entries, that's what I realized so much, that how I was battling from back and forth and just trying to really process and get through life and to come out on the other side, because that's what I was just yearning for. So those are the journal entries that we'll talk about when I have the book and stuff. And we'll get to it on a later date. But I started, what hit me was life is a test and a trust. So unless you are faithful in small matters, you won't be faithful in large ones. That's Luke 16:10. So the question was, what has happened to me recently that I now realize was a test from God? What are the greatest matters God has entrusted to me? And what I put here was, recently test from God was dealing with someone who was a scum. And then I go on this next page. I got stuck, sorry. Go on the next page. And I was like, today is August 7th, 2018. And I was like, today I just feel really tested, like I'm being tested. Really feel stuck and really feel like I need hope and faith, more of it, more positivity in my life. So I talk July 28th, changed everything. July 29th, my world came crashing down. My nightmare began. I never felt this or experienced this. My heart broke into a million pieces. I have lost people. I've been hurt, but this type of pain I never felt. I just wanted to scream. And I started reading this, and I could literally remember being, I could literally remember this day like it literally just happened yesterday. I was at work. It was July 29th. It's a Sunday. And I literally, I believe it was a Sunday. I think, yeah, I think it was Sunday. Anyways, it was a weekend. It was like Saturday, Sunday. I had went out the night before, and the guy that I was dealing with, we got into this big fight, and it was like this big thing. It was just like a bunch of negativity and stuff going on. I had to go to work. I really didn't want to go to work. I was just feeling so down. My mind was just all over the place, from this guy, but I just felt like, I don't know, it just felt weird. It just felt weird. By the end of my shift that day, um, I'm closing the registers and everything, and I have so many missed calls from my cousin, and my cousin never really like blows me up like that. So I'm like, why is this man calling me? Why is this man calling me so much? So I called him, and he was like, I gotta talk to you. It's about Ivan. And just something just already came over me. My heart already sunk, and I'm like, what is it? 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 And he told me Ivan passed away, and I'm like, I just literally, I froze. And I literally remember I'm in front of the elevators. I'm closing out the registers and everything. I'm walking to the elevator, waiting for the elevator to go upstairs so I can drop this money in the money drop box, and I can go about my business and go home. So I'm like, no, you're lying. And I froze. I froze. I was stuck, but I literally felt my heart race and break into a million pieces. And he was like, yeah, Richie called me, and rest in peace to Richie too. Richie called me, whatever, whatever. And I'm like, what's Richie's number? And I call Richie, and I talked to Richie, and Richie told me, because Richie is Ivan's friend, and they're close. He knows the family, he knows his brothers and everything. So he told me, and I'm all I remember is I'm going through this moment. I'm like, it needs to calm down, just breathe. It needs to calm down, just breathe. It needs to calm down, just breathe. You're almost there. Like, I'm talking about like the exit, getting out of work, getting out of Macy's. And I'm like, you're almost there. Let's, like, just calm down, just breathe. And I'm trying to like call Richie. I finally get to him, and I'm almost to the door, and I hang up, and I get in the car, and I just broke. I broke. I never felt this kind of pain, and I could feel it going through my body right now. I never felt this kind of pain in my entire life. And I was like, I was so broken. I was so broken. And that's what, like, literally explained. I was like, I completely froze. My nightmare began. The thoughts of flowing, the regret, feeling so guilty. um why did I change my number? Why did, you know just distant myself, and everybody just knew how I felt about him. And I prayed so much that he will overcome these battles in his life. And the Lord knows what really, between me and him, and just all that. And I'm like, all I have is pictures, and I'm like, I'm just not ready. I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do more. I'm sorry. I wasn't strong enough, but I'm still not sorry for meeting you and all these things. And then there's this other one, um, a month later, where I'm just like, I'm having anxiety, and I'm, thoughts and stuff, and things in that nature. I'm doing again the book. I'm starting the book all over again and getting lost. And I'm like, I keep getting lost in this world and in everyday life. And something hits me, and I'm back trying again. My life feels like a complete disaster in shambles. And I was like, oh, it was like, what happened? But this happened to me many times before. I will pray and talk to God in awe, and after call someone who comforts me every single time. And now thinking about it, this happens to me. I turn to God more in tune with him. So I starting all over, and um and I'm just like, I never, like, it's all too late and all this stuff. Like, I'm just expressing all this stuff. And then I'm like, it's like I'm in love with someone now because he's gone. I don't know how to handle this. I learned so much from him. He taught me so much. And I was like, then I got angry. I got so angry. And I was like, I watched you and tried my best to do whatever I could. You were the most solid person I ever met. I'm still here. Like, why you fucking came back? I even come back. We need you. This shit fucking hurts so much. And I'm literally, it's like, I just can't take this pain no more. I want you back. I'm sorry, Ivan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you and stuff. So I was just reading that. And I was reading that, and just these past 2 days, I realized how much I've grown and how much, um, really just how much I've grown and how much God has just changed my life. Because I was saying yesterday, because my Reese had wrote to me. She's like, I love you. How are you? And then I saw her last night. She's like, how are you? I know what today is. And I was like, I'm fine. I'm good. I had my moments. I cried and everything, and it hurts. But I also do shut down when it gets too much because the pain hurts too much. But and I do start to close off and run away from it. But I was just also around people, and I'm just like, I'm getting ready for my brother's birthday shindig and stuff. So I'm like, pull it together. But 5 years ago, 5 years ago, even, I would say I've been okay probably like the past 2 years. The past 2 years. But really, it's this year that I really feel more sense of peace and comfort than I feel pain and hurt. It's there, it's painful, it hurts, but I feel the pain and the hurt don't over, don't overpower the peace and comfort that I feel. And I literally prayed for this. And I was telling Reese yesterday, like, I prayed for this. When when Ivan first passed away, I was so bad. I was crying every day. I was distraught. I was drinking so much. I was going out more. I was trying to numb myself. I was trying to numb the pain. I was like seeking like him in people and men, and just trying to find that same love that I had felt with him and the connection that I had felt with him. And I was comparing everybody to him that I would come across, and it wasn't like this and it wasn't like that, and with him I was this way, and with this it was crazy. The hurt and the pain overpowered everything. I literally was just surviving at this point. Losing him was a cherry on top of really feeling lost and dark in this world, and how can I overcome, and how can I get better, and how can I get out of this. And it just put me on put the cherry on top of me sinking more. And I just knew that I had to be a mother and to keep my daughter safe. And I really wasn't even present in life. I wasn't even present in being a mother. I was so consumed in that hurt and that pain. But in that hurt and pain, literally so much fruits came out of it. It is so crazy. So much fruits came out of that dark time and out of that storm. And I just, like, he passed away, and that was it. Like, I just need to be a mom. I just need to be a mom. I need to keep keep her fed, and healthy, ooh, and alive. And from there, it just the battles and the tests just kept coming. The hole just kept getting bigger. Where already he passes away, I'm living with somebody basically, homeless or sleeping on somebody else's couch, me and my family. And then my friend Nikki I moved to Detroit, so now we're going to a whole nother house to to live in and to sleep on their living room, their couches, and the floor and all that with my family. And my grandma, it was a battle with so much happening, so much fights and all that going on as well. And it was a battle itself. And it was just getting all the struggle and everything was just feeling like it was getting bigger and bigger and deeper and deeper. And what's crazy is there was that time that I had met somebody, which was Rel, and I was dating him, and he literally just started changing a little bit of my world, and doing, just showing up. He was just a really big blessing at that time because he was bringing some happiness and some love and some peace in the area in life that I was feeling so dark and just so empty and stuff. Um, so while all of this is happening, I'm seeking God, I'm praying to God, I'm doing nothing but consuming myself in that to get my days by. And just working out. I was just working out, seeking God. I started journaling. This is because I had nothing else to do and I couldn't run away from the pain. So it's might as well like as best deal with it as much as I could. And it just consumed me more and more. But months later after that, we found a place, and finding a place, I find a job, and not only a job, I had two jobs. And one of those jobs, I was able to use the establishment to do my first event. And the idea of throwing events and throwing and bringing women together to use the platform that I already built, because of Empower Women was already built and was already established. It was already being known and spread, and having that platform itself, it was doing amazing. It was getting its feedback. People were loving it. People were anticipated for it, and we're grateful for the um for the movement that I was creating. So I when he passed away, I lost a sense of all of it, of my own brand and Empower Women and modeling and doing all of these things. I just lost everything, the purpose of what I really wanted to do. And I didn't want to do nothing. It was unbearable. The pain, the hurt, it was unbearable. And I couldn't do it anymore. And from there, like in that time, in the blessings and, that's happening, I'm getting these ideas and these downloads for Empower Women, start selling shirts and all of this stuff. So I do that and I act on these things and I make it happen. As much as I'm hurting, as much as I'm feeling pain and I'm feeling dark and I'm feeling lost, I'm going after these things that are put on my heart, that are put on me. And I know, and I told myself, because I remember at this time I told myself, Ivan doesn't want me to be like this. And the slogan he has is live loud. Live loud. And when I wrote that yesterday, live loud, I was like, it hit me in a whole different other way. The fact that I even can get on this camera right now and tell you guys this story and go back and to open up about this and not break down and cry, that is growth itself. And literally, God and I have been answering my prayers because I literally just prayed that every day, all day. Please, please take this pain away. Please take this pain away. Please, please, please. It hurts. It hurts. I'm drowning myself in liquor. I'm crying. I'm trying to find ways to just get over it. I'm crying and screaming in my room and to myself. I used to come home from out and just be in tears, so broken. So I would to my family, just it was so bad. It was my family never seen me that way. And but like I said, when it hit me was he wouldn't want me to be like this. He wouldn't want me to live like this. He wouldn't want me to be any way, shape, or form like this. He would want me to be making it all happen because that's what we talked about, making it all happen. The world knowing us and our name and his brother and his music and traveling and doing all that and making it happen and being rich and living great. We had many conversations like that and spiritual conversations and stuff. So I knew that he wouldn't want me to live like this. So fighting through the pain and fighting through the time that I was going through, the tough time that I was going through, I I did it. I did my first event. I started putting out t-shirts. Months later I did a next event, putting out more t-shirts. Next a month later I did another event and putting out more t-shirts and stuff. So I when reading back, I literally just seen myself battling and fighting for the dark and the light, the dark and the light, the dark and the light, the Nisa who I was and the Nisa who I was becoming. And the thing is, I just couldn't see at that time, and that's why you gotta go through it. You gotta experience things, and you gotta let time do its job. But the more, as long as you're consistent, the clarity will come. Being consistent in all this time, no what matter what, how I was feeling, I was fighting and seeking the light, fighting and seeking the end, fighting and seeking on being happy and healed and living a great life and being a better person and just really where I'm at today is where I prayed for. Is literally what I prayed for. And I have so much clarity today on all of this. And I said it today, consistency brings clarity. If I wasn't consistent in my journey, I wouldn't have this clarity. I will be still stuck in that spot, in that hurt, in that pain, in that struggle. And I'm not. I'm literally, and I remember this and at this time too, and I'm like, 3 to 5 years, my life will not be the same. 3 to 5 years, my life will not be the same. I'm going to be living a whole different life. I'm going to be living great and without struggle and money and my own place and my own everything. And man, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. And I didn't stay consistent on following what was in my heart, what was put on me, and just like I said, that light, I would still be stuck in the darkness, consumed in the darkness and just bring me down. So I was just like, man, the growth, the growth, my prayers literally have been answered. And this is daily, like your prayers are being answered. And we're always thinking that prayers is money and paying a light and paying this and l- pray blessings and all that is better perspective, more patience, more strength, more courage. You know what I'm saying? More perseverance. Like blessings come in so many different ways, shapes, and forms. And I'm like, wow, man, my prayers have been answered in so many ways. The blessings have been poured out in so many ways and in an overflow in all of these years. It's just that my eyes were weren't where they are today. It wasn't the perspective I have today, and I literally prayed for this, and that's why God is so amazing. God is so good, and you got to just be consistent in the small steps every day. And that's why I said the journal is just so important. The journal is so important. There's some people that they journal and that they burn it and they throw it away. And I just feel that this is so important, because when you look back and you look at where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, you see the growth. And what is Steve Jobs says, you cannot connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect the dots looking back. And that is so, like, you connect the dots to where you are today, the clarity and everything that you have today, how you got to go back and connect the dots. And doing that today, and I was just like, wow, 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 wow. You need to, ooh, like, take a moment, breathe, 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 breathe. This is why you gotta stay consistent in the small things every day. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect, that I wrote every single day for the past 5 years, because I didn't. But I'm reading through and seeing just how daily I was changing, daily I was overcoming, daily I was changing, daily I was overcoming. I was just like, look, January 20th, 2019, Empower Women Social Event. If I just didn't stay consistent in the small things daily and focus on the good things, focus on the things that I did do, the steps that I did take, not the time that I didn't. That time has passed by. There's nothing I could change about that. The times that I didn't do nothing, the days I didn't do nothing, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. The reality is, now you did take all the steps to get to where you are today. You did take all the steps to get you where you are today. No matter what, no matter what. The wrong turn is the right turn. The wrong turn is the right turn. Even standing still is important, because when you move too much and you're taking so many steps all the time throughout the year, you are moving and you're not still enough to hear God and to hear what He has been doing in your life and what He is doing in your life. And there's more videos to come. There's more videos to come. And like I told Reese, I don't care if I get 0 views and on these videos, and people don't watch them, because all this is doing is preparing me more for the bigger audience, for the bigger stages, because I've been on stages and I've been in front of an audience and I've been in front of people talking, and I have the platform and I have the people, but it's getting more prepared and me being more confident in speaking in that and speaking my truth, and to do it wholeheartedly. I got all this black stuff on me, but there's more videos to come, and I thank you guys. This word is not over. More words to come, more videos to come, and Lord, I just pray that you continue to have your way, and to have your way, to keep working in me and through me, and being your vessel, and to being your messenger and educator. Lord, thank you so much for the blessings. Thank you so much, the blessings you poured onto me today and every day getting to this day. Lord, I thank you for all the people that come across this video and to watch this video, all the love and the support that I do get, that is doesn't go unnoticed, from the near, from the far, from the public into the private. I thank you. I thank you. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for where I am today. I'm grateful for the growth. I'm grateful for you, Ivan. I'm going to speak more on this journey and this story. And just welcome to my healing journey. Welcome to my life, and welcome on doing this together. Love y'all, and see y'all next video.
Oh.
Camera says you right there. Hi guys.
Stop.
Let's blend. Let's work on stepping your.
Get out of my video.